What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to MKE Maniaci. And today I wanted to do this video to just give my thoughts and opinions on this craziness that has been going on in the WWE today. A lot of news coming out of the company. SmackDown's moving to the USA Network October of 2024, so it looks like we're gonna have Raw, NXT, and SmackDown all on USA. Why don't they just move it to the network? But hey, but that's not what this video is about, man. A lot of talent has been let go, released from the WWE today, and a lot of this is actually ongoing. So I'm currently recording this video. It's 6:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, so wrestling Twitter has been the talk of the world today, man. So pretty much, let's go through this list. I'm gonna give my thoughts and opinions on each of these athletes, these performers that unfortunately was released today, lost their job, man. This is something you wouldn't wish on anybody. These people work hard. They travel all the time. They spend more time on the road than they do at home. You know what I mean? And this is their passion. This is all you want as a kid growing up, is to be in the WWE. And I don't even want to imagine, what these talents are going through right now, man. But just going through the names, man. We have Emma, Rick Boogs, Top Dollar, Aaliyah, Mustafa Ali, Shelton Benjamin, Elias, Riddick Moss, Dolph Ziggler. We got Quincy Elliott from NXT, Bryson Montana, who I've seen a lot of on NXT Level Up. He was also released. Marseille Mansois from the Maximum Male Models, Dalba Kato, aka Commander Aziz, Shanky, Ulisa Leon, and Dana Brooke. So far, man. I'm currently going on to see if there's anything else. All right, so nothing else updated, man. But I just want to kind of give my thoughts and opinions on each of these, man. So, the Mustafa Ali situation kind of comes as a shock. He was supposed to wrestle for the NXT North American Championship at No Mercy next weekend. So I know Mustafa's been kind of, unhappy with his place in the company. I thought sending him back to NXT was actually an incredible idea. The guy is an amazing talent, man. Definitely an amazing talent. Yeah, this one kind of comes as a shock. I don't know if maybe he became a little frustrated and, requested his release or whatever the case might be. But definitely wishing Mustafa Ali the best, man. Emma. I'm gonna just do the Emma and Riddick Moss together, man. This one, I know it has to sting a lot for Emma, to the announcement of the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view coming to Australia. That's where Emma's from. She even quoted it, saying it was a dream of hers, to get released the same day. It's crazy. Her and Riddick Moss recently got engaged. In the middle of planning a wedding, you both lose your jobs. I honestly feel like WWE didn't really even try with Emma. I feel like, this woman who was once touted to be, pretty much one of the next big stars of the women's division years ago. I feel like they didn't really try. They didn't put their best foot forth for Emma. As far as Riddick Moss, there was a time I feel like they seen the sparkle in Riddick Moss. Whether it be Madcap or anything, I feel like the guy took a character, he made it work. Do I expect Riddick Moss back in WWE? I definitely do. I feel like if Riddick Moss, he takes me as the type. I want to say he's still pretty young. I think he can make a name somewhere else, and he might be back in the WWE one day. I just feel like the main thing that was missing from Riddick Moss, and it's not his fault, I feel like it was more the writer's fault, was there was really no character alongside his, his character, so, but yeah, the guy definitely has the size and everything, man. And he was pretty much, he was on a good little hot streak as Madcap toward the, the latter end of it, man. But yeah, both to be let go is just crazy, man. Rick Boogs, man, talk about, the charisma of Rick Boogs, man. Definitely the height of his career, WrestleMania, teaming with Shinsuke, going against the Usos. Unfortunately, him getting injured. I feel like that ever since then, it really halted his momentum. And I can only imagine you make it to WrestleMania. Nobody not a lot of people can say they make it to WrestleMania, but you get injured in the first match, in the first few minutes of that match, and you miss out on over a year of your career, you know, to come back, try to, you know, build momentum back up to hopefully make it back there for this to happen, man. It's definitely, it's sad, man, because Rick Boogs he's definitely like a natural born entertainer, you know, when it comes down to that guitar, man. Aaliyah's somebody who, she's been in WWE a very, very long time. They just never really knew what to do with her. I think her last appearance was when she lost the tag team championships. Yeah, they just didn't really know what to do with Aaliyah, man. It's just another thing that they even really tried. Elias, man, you know, if you would have told me back in 2017, 2018 that WWE would be releasing Elias within the next 4 or 5 years, I would have been like, yeah, you're crazy. There's no way. You know, this guy was red hot at one point. Everybody was walking with Elias. The Ezekiel thing, I really wasn't too much of a fan of the Ezekiel character, but I do give credit to Elias for making that work, man. You know, like I said, this guy shades of Jeff Jarrett when it come down to the instrument and just the way you can really sway a crowd, man. Elias was a special talent, man. So, damn, it's like, I think about it and it's like, man, like what would somebody like Elias do next? Would he actually pursue music, or will he, you know, I would say, like, you know, the promotions might want to book Elias. I can see Elias turning into like that big star, you know, and WWE's gonna regret that, man. But, you know, we haven't seen Elias in months, man. Top Dollar, this one kind of seems a little personal. This one, I'm not understanding. I'm not saying, you know, release B-Fab and Ashanti Adonis. No, I'm just saying, like, you know, you think of Hit Row, before you always looked at Isaiah Swerve Scott as like, you know, he's the leader. And then when they let him go and they brought those three back, I'm like, okay, Top Dollar. Okay, like, I followed him on social media, man. You know, I see how passionate and just how, I say Top Dollar can network with anybody. He was with Bun B at Trill Burgers in Houston. You know, this guy can, and it's just the freestyles, man. The freestyles were always on point. I just felt like it was something deeper with his release, maybe backstage politics. I'm unsure, but I don't know what they're gonna do with Hit Row. I don't know if they're gonna find a new member, what they're gonna do with Ashanti and B-Fab. You know, I don't know, man. Shelton Benjamin, man. You know, I've been a fan of Shelton Benjamin since I was about 10 years old, man. I love Shelton Benjamin. When he came back to the WWE in recent years, man, I was excited. You know, I knew he wasn't gonna, you know, become a world champion, but I was excited to see Shelton Benjamin back because I'm like, man, you know, this guy he's a veteran. He can help the young talent. The Hurt Business was incredible. It was, you know, Hurt Business was special, man. I know a lot of people want to see a new Hurt Business, man, but there was only one Hurt Business. Best believe that. But yeah, Shelton Benjamin, man, you know, if he, you know, become a trainer or whatever, he can go to AEW. I feel like he would definitely shine in AEW, man. I know that's not really the resolution, everything, just go to AEW, because it's not really going to solve every problem, man. But yeah, Shelton Benjamin was a legend, man. Dana Brooke, you know, her going back to NXT was also, you know, a really smart move. I just think they should have executed it a little better. I don't know if they just became frustrated and her just not getting over the way they wanted her to. But yeah, Dana Brooke, you know, another, I say you can call Dana Brooke a vet, a locker room vet, especially when it came down to NXT. Yeah, you know, it's crazy because like years back, you know, Dana Brooke, I felt like they were really touting her to be like one of the next big stars, you know, in the women's division when they had her with Charlotte and everything, man. Marseille Montois, Maximum Male Models. You know, I think of those two, man. I think of two people that they took something that was so like off the wall, just wacky, and they made it look legit. Man. You know, I got to give credit to those two. Yeah, they definitely made it look legit, man. Quincy Elliott, you know, didn't really get the time to shine in NXT. You know, I still feel like, you know, he was still a little green. You know, they could have gave him the benefit of the doubt and maybe, you know, kind of put a little more time and effort into him, man. Dabba-Kato, you know, Commander Aziz. I don't know, you know, they lot of, you know, he definitely had the size. He definitely had the size, but I just feel like in today's climate of the WWE and just, you know, what's really popular and what people really want to see, you know, it's hard for them to, and I'm not saying, hey, yeah, it's good he got released, because, you know, I don't wish that on anybody, but I just feel like, you know, Dabba-Kato, it was hard for him to, I'm not even gonna say for him, it was hard for them to really find a pocket for him to fit in when it came down to NXT, man. And you know, just his losing streak and everything. It's like, you know, I really liked him with Apollo though. You know, that was money. That was money. Apollo. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. Shanky's another guy. I just feel like they just didn't really have enough time invested in the Shanky, man. Yulisa, same type of thing, man. You know, the talent from NXT, Bryson Montana and all that, man, it's sad because it's like, man, like they were just getting started. Like what you know, like you got to build towards the future. How can you build towards the future if you letting go of the future? You know, but you know, if anything, the advantage that the NXT talents have that were let go is the fact that they are still so young. They still got years to go. They got years to go, man. They can prove the WWE wrong. They can become that top free agent on some Kenny Omega type of vibes, man. And they could decline WWE years from now when they try to sign them back, man. And last but not least, man, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, man. You know, Dolph Ziggler was he's the type of guy, man, like everybody, when you talk about, he was the people's wrestler, man. Everybody loved Dolph Ziggler. The man could sell a move and make it look like $1 million. I remember back 10 years ago, man, 10 plus years ago, when he was Money in the Bank, man, I couldn't wait for Dolph to cash in, and to cash in the best, up there, top 3 Money in the Bank cash in of all time, up there with Rollins and Edge from New Year's Revolution 06, man. Like Ziggler cashing in, that was money, man. You know, Ziggler, 18 years he's been with the company, man. Damn near 20 years. Damn near 20 years. You know, he was doing his thing, man. You know, a veteran. Just seeing that he got released, man, you know, I just feel like bro he still has so much more to contribute. You know, I feel like, of course, he's at the point of his career where, you know, he wasn't going to win another world title, but he can make the young talent look good. You know, he can make the young talent look good. You know, Ziggler was definitely, honestly, one of the most dependable guys, you know, in recent years for the WWE. Somebody that they can always go to and always depend on. But man, you know, and as time goes on, I'm not sure if any more have been made, but let's see. Let me refresh. All right, it's looking like it's nothing else as of this moment, man. But I just wanted to give my thoughts and opinions on this. You know, regardless how some people may feel about these talents, man, these were real people, real dreams, had real families, real responsibilities, and you know, this was a real dream job for them. You know, I definitely wish all talent the best. Hopefully we can see some back in the coming future, man, in the coming years. You never know in this world of professional wrestling, man. But yeah, a lot of WWE releases going on, man. And I'm just thinking of like, I'm worried about names like Apollo Crews, Cedric Alexander. There's the possibility of Matt Riddle. There's the possibility of I don't even, Jinder Mahal. I don't even want to think about it. But, you know, y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions on this situation, man. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me. And until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching MKE Maniaci. I'm out.